Hello children, how are you all? Hope you're sitting comfortably ready for our story. Today I'm reading Little Lost Bear by Jane Hissey. Old Bear had been busy all morning. He'd packed an enormous picnic for all the toys. There were sandwiches, cakes, buns, pies and jellies. I think I've put a bit too much food, he said to himself as he sat on top of the picnic basket trying to close the lid. Suddenly, in a blur of fur and red trousers, Little Bear dashed past the basket and dived under a heap of books. "Do you think anyone will find me?" he asked from the middle of the heap. "I shouldn't think so," said Old Bear. "Who's looking for you?" But before Little Brown Bear could answer, the door flew open and into the room ran Brown, Duck and Rabbit. They didn't seem to be looking for Little Bear at all, and in a moment they were hiding too. Rabbit and Duck were behind the curtains, and Bramwell's feet could just be seen sticking out from under a cushion. "We're playing hide and seek," explained the cushion, in a Brown sort of voice. "Did anyone see us hide?" "Only me," said Old Bear. "But who's looking for you?" Yeah, I can just see his feet sticking out from underneath the cushion. There was a bit of silence, and then the cushion moved. Bramwell Bear looked sadly up at Old Bear. "Oh dear," he said miserably. "We've done it again. We've forgotten to have a seeker in our game of hide and seek." The others crept out from their hiding places and sat down on Bramwell's cushion. "What a pity," said Duck. "It could have been a good game too." "Old Bear," said Little Bear thoughtfully, "if we all hide again, could you look for us?" Old Bear said that was a good idea, and with his paws over his eyes, he slowly counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, he began, as Rabbit jumped up into a vase and tried to look like a bunch of flowers. 4, 5, 6, he continued, as Duck jumped into a shoebox. 7, 8, 9, he said, giving Bramwell time to hide a bit of his last paw. 10, he called. "I'm ready!" And then, by then, Little Bear had also disappeared. I wonder if you've ever played hide and seek. Where was your best place you've ever hidden? Old Bear looked around the room to see whether any paws or ears were showing. It wasn't very tidy. First, he found a sock that he'd lost weeks ago, and then he found at least 10 marbles that had rolled underneath things. He even found Cat, who wasn't really lost or hiding. The cat helped him look for the others, but he couldn't find them. "It's no good," he sighed. "I can't find any of you. I can only find things I'm not looking for. Can we tidy up a bit and start again, please?" One by one, the other toys wriggled out of their secret hiding places. All of them, that is, except Little Bear. "Where's Little Bear?" asked Bramwell Brown, but nobody seemed to know. "Well, he can't be far away," said Old Bear. "Let's give him a shout." They all climbed up in the chair and called, "Little Bear!" so loudly that they almost made themselves jump and fall off. Duck prodded all the cushions with his beak to see whether Little Bear was underneath, and Bramwell peered under the bed. I wonder what he found under the bed. Can you think of some ideas? Let's have a look and see if you're right. "He could be under here," he said. "Well, I'm not going to look," said Duck. "It's dark and dusty." "Oh, I'll go," said Rabbit. "It's just like a tunnel. I love tunnels." He was just about to dive under the bed when Bramwell grabbed him by the tail. "Wait a minute, Rabbit," he said. "I'll give you the end of this string, and then you won't get lost, because we'll be on the other end to pull you." With the string tied around his middle, Rabbit bounded into the darkness. The others waited and watched. Suddenly, the string gave such a jerk that Duck fell off over his beak. "He's here! He's here!" squeaked Rabbit. "I'm holding on to him. Can you pull us out?" All together they pulled hard on the string, and out popped Rabbit, tail first, clutching not Little Bear, but... I wonder what he might have hold of. A fluffy slipper. "Oh," said Duck, looking down at the slipper. "I don't think that's Little Bear." "Of course it's not," said Bramwell. "He never looked like that." "Well, it felt like Little Bear," said Rabbit. "It's not your fault, Rabbit," said Old Bear kindly. "You were very brave to go in there all by yourself. I'm sure Little Bear will turn up soon." "I bet he won't," said Duck, still gazing at his slipper. "He's probably wandering off, and he might be miles away by now." "Rubbish," said Brownwell. "I expect he's just stuck in something. We must keep looking." "I think we should make a poster. 'This bear is lost,' with a picture of Little Bear on it," said Old Bear. "Then all the toys will know what we're looking for." The animals fetched the painting things, and Brownwell sat and painted a picture of a small bear in red trousers that did look quite a bit like Little Bear. There wasn't really enough room to write "This bear is lost," so they just made him look a bit sad and hoped that everyone would know what that meant. Just to make sure, Brownwell called all the other toys together and explained what had happened. They all wanted to help, and within minutes everybody was searching. They rolled up their rugs and climbed up the curtains. They jumped into the drawers and turned out the toys. They peered behind the plants and rummaged through the rubbish. They felt as though they'd searched through the whole house, but still there was no sign of Little Bear anywhere. I wonder where he might be hiding. Can you think of some ideas? There they are, having a search everywhere for Little Bear. "Phew, I'm tired," said Brownwell Bear. "And I'm hungry," said Duck. "Well, Old Bear, everyone has worked so hard, I think we deserve our picnic. When we've eaten, we can start looking again." He led the way to the picnic basket that he'd packed in the morning and lifted the lid. "There," he said proudly. "What do you think of that?" The animals all peered inside, but what they saw was not what they expected to see. There, lying tucked up underneath the tea cloth, fast asleep and looking very full, was, you've guessed it, Little Bear. "Well, well," gasped Brownwell Brown. "We seem to have found a bear and lost a picnic," said Duck, staring at the crumbs that covered Little Bear. "It's a good thing I made too much," then said Old Bear. "There's plenty still left for us." Brownwell Bear lifted Little Bear out of the basket and gave him a big hug. "Come on, everybody," he called. "It's picnic time." Carefully they dragged the basket bumpty-bump down the stairs and out into the garden. "This looks like a good place for a picnic," said Old Bear, spreading the cloth out underneath the tree. They had a wonderful feast, finishing every crumb in the basket. Then they stretched out in the sunshine to rest. "I know," said Little Bear, suddenly leaping up to his feet. "Let's have another game of hide and seek." But there were no replies. Leaning against a tree and full of food, the other toys were fast asleep. That's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed listening to my story, Little Bear Lost, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.